Today we are going to learn about the beginning of the business, that is business organization and management subject. You can learn how a business can be influenced by various factors in the society, how business guides to various branches of services in the society. Now coming to introduction of business. Introduction of business. Now all the business activities, all the human activities, human beings are doing different types of activities to earn their livelihood. To earn their livelihood. So all these human activities are classified into economic activities and non-economic activities. Economic activities and non-economic activities. So what is economic activity? What is economic activity? Economic activity is activity which is dealing with money, such as doing a job, doing a profession, doing a work, doing something for money. So all the economic activities will give money in turn. So to earn money, the human beings are doing different types of economic activities. Say for example, working labor. A labor is working for one day for 500 rupees. So this is called, you can say it, economic activity. So these economic activities can be classified into three main categories. First one is profession, second one is job, third one is business. Now coming to what is a profession. A profession is an economic activity which can be done by a special skill. Say for example, a doctor, he treats patients with specialized knowledge. A teacher teaches the students with specialized knowledge, such as lawyer also. So all these people are called as professionals. So they earn their livelihood by doing their profession as an economic activity. Now second category, coming to non-economic activities. So these non-economic activities are otherwise considered as free services or social services. Mother cooks food for her family. Mother cooks food for her family, but she is not being paid. So her services are free. So such type of services are called non-economic activities. The non-economic activities do not yield money, do not earn any money. So these are the basic activities. We are dealing with only economic activities. In business management, we deal with business management and as well as economics also. We deal with mostly economic activities of the human beings. So coming to the First one is profession, second one is job, and third one is mainly business. Now we talk about mainly business in this business organization and management topic. Now, what is business? Business is generally a buying and selling of some goods and services. Buying and selling. So, to do the buying and selling activities of goods and services, they need some other services also. Other activities, supporting activities also they need. So, those activities are called allied activities. So, business means buying and selling and allied activities of business. So, what are the allied activities? Buying and selling. Now, you have to buy from Bombay. So, you to buy from Bombay, you have to go to Bombay and buy that and carry the goods to your native place. Instead, now you have, since you are buying from Bombay, you inquire through phone, through advertisement, who is your seller in Bombay. You send money through bank and he receives money and pack and drop in a transport service. The transport service bring the luggage to your native place. So you put them in a godown for timely utilization. All these are called allied services. We learn about more about allied services in future topics. Now we are coming to definition of business. Definition of business. Business is a continuous human effort, buying and selling and production and distribution of goods and services for creation of wealth with profit motive. I once again recite, business is a continuous human effort of buying and selling products and distribution of goods and services for creation of wealth with profit motive. Now, if I divide these lines into main key points, first one is it is a human effort. So, every business should be done by a human being. Without the effort of a person, the business cannot be carried on. Second one is continuous activities. Continuous activities. You have to do the business activity continuously, not for short time, not for one time. Goods and services, third point. Any business or all business activities are dealing with some type of goods and services. Some type of goods and services. So, what is the main motto? Creation of wealth. Creation of wealth with earning profits. So, these are the main points to be born in your mind while you are talking about business. Now, coming to features of business. Just now we learned about the main points regarding the business. So, you are learning about the features of business. Now, first one is entrepreneur. Entrepreneur are a person who is interested in doing business or who is doing business. So, a person, as we said, it should need a human effort. The human effort is in the name of entrepreneur. Second one is economic activity. In business must be carried as an economic activity. No service, free service activities cannot be called as a business. So all the business activities are economic activities. Next, third point, the business always deals with goods and services. The business buy and sell goods and services. So without goods and services there is no business. Next, fourth point, in any business there must be exchange of goods and services, exchange between buyer and seller, exchange between seller and consumer. So there must be exchange of goods and services for money. Next, continuous activity. Now just I explained before in the before slide continuity. So a business is considered as a continuity activity, continuous activity. If you buy a radio for 100 rupees and you sold it to 150 rupees, you got 50 rupees profit and you kept quiet, it is not a business. It should be continuous activities. You again go and buy another radio, bring them to your place, shop, and you again sell it, again go and buy third one, again selling. So it must be a continuous activity, then only it can be called as business. Profit motive. Without profit motive, there should not be a business. In fact, profit is the lifeblood of any business. With good hope, with an vested interest, we are doing business. But there is no guarantee to earn profit. Many businesses are getting losses instead. So, but a businessman always starts his business with a profit motive. And seventh one feature is risk. Every business is having risk. Risk means loss of getting loss. You are doing the business with profit motive, even then you may lose your capital, you may lose your entire money, since the inner quality of every business is the risk. This is why people are fearing about doing business. Only courageous people will step into the business activity. Next, creation of utility. What is creation of utility? All the business activities create utility to the unused raw material like things. Unused things are being created some usefulness and then sold to the customer. Say for example, some raw crude oil is there inside the ground. It is of no use. Human beings cannot use crude oil. So creating utility to it means it must be digged out and it must be synthesized, and then petrol, diesel, kerosene like items come. Then only we can use the item. So creating utility is the main feature of business activity. So next point, every business need money, and business means money, money means business. Lastly, consumer satisfaction. Consumer satisfaction. Every business should keep in mind that its ultimate objective or compulsory feature is it should see that the customer is satisfied. Otherwise, he may not continue for longer time by doing the business. So the main thing should be kept in mind, whatever the type of goods and services, the customer must be satisfied. Next, coming to objectives of business. Objectives of business. Now, how many objectives are there in a business? What is the objective? Why we are establishing a business? So there are some personal objectives, some responsibility type of objectives, some social objectives, some humanitarian objectives. So all these can be divided into three main categories of objectives. First one is economic objectives, in which profit is the foremost objective of any business. Earning profit is the foremost objective of any business. So the businessman does his business to earn profit. Always he tries to earn profit only. Second objective, economic objective, is production. Production of goods and services is the continuous activity, as we said. As long as the demand is there, the production should be done. Third one is creation of markets. So the main objective of the business is creation of new markets, especially new customers, new areas of selling goods should always be objectives of the business. Second category of business is human objectives. So it should be towards employees' welfare. The businessman is engaging some employees to carry on business activities. They are also human beings and they need some welfare activities also. So such welfare activities can be looked with human touch. So employees' welfare also should be considered as the main objective. Consumer satisfaction. Without consumer there is no business. So as long as you care for consumer satisfaction, your business also flourish. Third one is the shareholder satisfaction. If there are some more than one owner, partners or shareholders, they are also expecting some dividend like return on their capital. As much as possible, the dividend should be paid to the shareholders. Next, third objective is social objectives. Thing is for society. The business is having its responsibility rather towards society. First one is it should make availability of goods and services throughout the time, throughout the day and night. The goods and services must be kept available. Whenever the customer need, he can buy it. So he should not go for black marketing. He should not hide his goods and services and sell at higher prices, so that availability should be there whenever the customer need it. Second social objective is quality of goods and services. Good quality, best quality of goods and services should be produced and supplied. Then only the customer prefers your brand, and once fame is the quality of goods and services are also one of the best assets of any business. So maintaining quality in goods and services is good objective of the business. Cooperate to the government. So every business should cooperate, pay the taxes in time, following all the rules and regulations of the government. Such thing the business can cooperate with the government. Lastly, fourth point is employment. The business firms should create employment to the society in which they are functioning. So, last point is national resources. Every business is utilizing some or most of the resources from the country. So, while utilizing it, it should not do any wrong things, pollution, any wastages like that. So, as much as care must be taken when you are utilizing a nation's resources. Next, coming to functions of business. Functions of business. Now, first function is production function. Every business should produce goods and services, otherwise, they cannot sell. Second one is purchase function. In order to produce the goods and services in time, they have to purchase raw material. Raw material to be purchased and it can be utilized for production. After producing the goods, third function, marketing or selling function. Marketing or selling function. So, the produced goods and services should be sold out or marketed into the society. In turn, they can get some profit or they can get some returns from their activity. Finance function, providing the resources to the business activity in the form of loans, capital, equity capital, like that. They have business. Every business should be provided finance. Every business need finance first. So finance function should be as low cost finance function is more preferable. Next, fifth function is employees management function. All the employees should be well managed, well satisfied, then only they stay longer in your company, in your business, and their experience will benefit the business. Public relationship function. Every business should have good public relations. Good public relationship. So, business firms or business should have good cordial relationship with the society, with the neighboring society especially. Especially in Indian context, different types of caste, religions, and economic groups, economic groups or sections in various communities. So, in Indian type of society, diversity is large. In such business environment, the business should maintain a good cordial public relations. Otherwise, it may not last long. Next, seventh one, legal function. The business should do according to the existing laws only. Existing rules and regulations, legislations made by the government. In India, central government, union government, and state government, local government, and so on. If you go for export and import foreign business, again those rules also to be followed. So, all the rules and regulations as per the law of the land should be followed by every business, otherwise, there will be some problems. Lastly, research and development. Research and development. Every business activity should go for further development activity, further new things, new methods, new models, new process, new procedures, new Every new activity should be useful for reducing cost, increasing quality, increasing some source of satisfaction. All these research and development can solve the newly emerging problems also. So, with this, we can conclude the chapter, first topic, first topic, introduction to business activity, human activities, definition of business, features of business, objectives of business, functions of business mainly. With this, I conclude this lesson. I conclude this topic. Thank you. Thank you for watching. This is Dr. Raja Reddy.